Jesus sees the need. In the gospel today, he notices that there's a large group of people and they're hungry. And he gives Philip and Andrew a shot to try and figure out how are we going to handle this one. Philip doesn't really know. And a boy comes up to Andrew and says, well, I don't have much. I've got a few loaves of bread and a couple of fish. And Andrew kind of writes it off, but I'll tell Jesus about this little basket of food. And Jesus says, tell the people to recline. Oftentimes in our lives, I feel like we look at our deficiencies and then we throw up our hands and say, forget it, right? You imagine in our families when you need patience, it's easy to say, I'm impatient, so I'm not going to be patient. But if we learn to be like this little boy and say, Jesus, I have a little bit of patience to give, but that's it. And then watch Jesus do what Jesus does. He might multiply our virtue. This goes with everything in life. We can despair in the fact that we don't have much, or we can go to Jesus and say, I don't have much, but what I have, I want to give you. And with that little bit, with that deficiency, our Lord does much. Sadly, this is my last weekend here for my summer assignment. I have a few weeks off, and then I return to St. Paul Seminary in Minnesota. And I'll tell you, it's been an honor to get to know you, an honor to worship our God with you, an honor to serve as your deacon for a few months. Each and every one of you are incredibly good. We can reflect on our deficiencies all day, but I'll tell you, after 2.5 months of being here, I see your goodness. I see the gifts and talents that the Lord is overflowing in you, and I just beg you to continue to bring those gifts and talents to the altar of God, because He's going to take these and He's going to make them great. And if I might selfishly ask you to pray for me, I have one last year of school, and next summer, God willing, I'll be ordained a priest. And then the real work starts. Know of my prayers for each and every one of you. By your presence, God is made known.